At 53, the tragedy of Nicole Eggert's life stands as a profound testament to the unpredictable nature of life, the heartbreaking twists of fate, and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. Known for her iconic role as Summer Quinn on the beloved television series Baywatch, Nicole's life appeared to be one filled with fame, glamour, and success. She was a symbol of beauty, strength, and vitality in the eyes of millions. Yet, in 2023, her life took an unexpected turn when she was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. This shocking diagnosis would be the catalyst for a journey that no one, especially someone in the public eye like Nicole, could ever truly prepare for. Nicole, who had been in the public eye for decades, suddenly found herself facing one of the most difficult battles of her life, not just for her health, but for her very sense of identity, her self-worth, and her role as a mother. This is the story of her heartbreaking yet inspiring journey of survival, strength, and transformation. Nicole's diagnosis came with a wave of confusion and disbelief. She initially mistook the symptoms, a painful lump in her breast, unexplained weight gain, and fatigue, for signs of menopause. However, when a routine self-exam revealed a hard lump, she knew something was wrong. After a series of tests, including biopsies, it was confirmed that she had stage 2 cribriform carcinoma, a form of breast cancer. Like so many others who received such news, Nicole was shaken to the core. The woman who had once embodied health and vitality was now facing a reality that most people could never prepare for. Her journey was no longer about Hollywood fame and photo shoots, but about survival, treatment, and finding the strength to fight against the most powerful force of all, cancer. What followed was a grueling and exhausting battle. Nicole had to undergo a mastectomy, followed by chemotherapy and radiation. The treatments were harsh, leaving her physically drained and emotionally vulnerable. Chemotherapy took a toll on her body, causing hair loss, weight changes, and fatigue. Radiation therapy left her skin damaged, and the long recovery process was both physically and mentally challenging. But the hardest part of all was not just dealing with the physical pain. It was the emotional and psychological toll that cancer took on her. As a woman who had spent years in the public eye, Nicole had always been viewed through the lens of beauty and fitness. She was admired for her youthful appearance and athleticism. But cancer, and the treatments that came with it, changed everything. Nicole's body, which had once been the epitome of strength and grace, was now altered in ways that she could never have imagined. She was forced to confront not only her mortality, but her sense of self and her identity. The emotional journey was just as challenging as the physical one. As a mother of 2 young daughters, Nicole's greatest fear was not being there for them. The thought of leaving her children without a mother, of not being able to guide them through life, was unbearable. Every day she fought not just for her life, but for the lives of her children. Her role as a mother became her driving force, pushing her to continue despite the pain and exhaustion. At the same time, Nicole had to come to terms with the fact that she was no longer the woman she had once been. Her body, which had been the symbol of strength and beauty, now bore the marks of cancer and its treatment. The weight gain, the scars, the hair loss, these changes were a constant reminder of the disease she was fighting. But instead of succumbing to self-pity, Nicole chose to embrace the changes and redefine her sense of beauty and self-worth. She began to see her body not as something that had failed her, but as a powerful tool in her fight for survival.
One of the most poignant aspects of Nicole's journey was her open and candid discussions about body image and self-love. In a world where women, especially those in the public eye, are often judged based on their appearance, Nicole's transformation became a symbol of strength and resilience. She acknowledged the harsh realities of cancer treatment, the loss of hair, the changes in weight, the scars. And yet, she found a way to love herself more than ever before. "I just have never loved myself more," she said in an interview. "My body looks crazy right now, and I love every bit of it." This powerful statement encapsulated her journey, one of self-acceptance, empowerment, and a renewed sense of appreciation for what her body had endured and survived. As she went through the physical changes, Nicole also underwent a deep emotional transformation. The process of self-reflection was not easy, and there were moments of doubt, fear, and frustration. But these feelings eventually gave way to a stronger sense of self. Nicole began to share her story with the world, not just as a cancer survivor, but as someone who had gone through an incredible journey of self-discovery and healing. She became an advocate for breast cancer awareness, urging women to perform regular self-exams and seek medical advice if they notice any unusual changes in their bodies. She spoke openly about the importance of early detection and the power of self-care, emphasizing that women should prioritize their health and listen to their bodies. Nicole's journey didn't stop at her own healing. It extended to helping others. She used her platform to raise awareness about breast cancer, body image issues, and mental health. She talked about the emotional toll that cancer takes on a person's psyche, from feelings of vulnerability to the anxiety of wondering whether the cancer would return. She became a voice for those who are often silent in their struggles, offering a sense of solidarity and comfort to others who were going through similar battles. Her honesty and vulnerability were not just inspiring, they were a lifeline for many. Nicole Eggert's story became a beacon of hope for those fighting cancer and for anyone struggling with body image issues or mental health challenges. Throughout the course of her treatment, Nicole underwent several more surgeries, including a second mastectomy and reconstructive surgery. These surgeries were part of her ongoing effort to regain a sense of normalcy and control over her body. But even as she faced these additional physical challenges, Nicole remained focused on her emotional well-being. She sought therapy and used mindfulness techniques to cope with the stress and anxiety that came with the uncertainty of cancer. She also leaned on her support network, her family, friends, and fellow cancer survivors to help her navigate the difficult days. Her journey was not one she faced alone, and she was open about the importance of having a support system during such a trying time. As Nicole emerged from her cancer treatment, she began to see herself differently. She no longer defined herself by her appearance or her role as a Baywatch star. She had learned to appreciate her body for what it had endured and the strength it had shown in the face of such adversity. The woman who had once been a symbol of beauty and youth was now a symbol of resilience, strength, and survival. She became an advocate for others, sharing her journey with the world and encouraging others to take control of their health, to embrace change, and to find strength in the face of adversity. Nicole's story is not just about surviving cancer, it's about thriving despite it. Her resilience and determination to live life fully, even in the face of such a devastating diagnosis,